Hello there and welcome to the program. This is Energy and You, a show that brings you weekly developments in Nigeria's energy sector with a focus on NNPC Limited. I'm Egusa Igumbo. Coming up, Group Chief Executive Officer of NNPC Limited, Bayo Ojulari, calls for more investments in digital technologies to promote growth in the energy sector. And 25 secondary schools across the country are to benefit from NNPC's nationwide campaign to advance education and foster innovation among young science students. Details of these and other stories in a moment. Please stay. Thanks for joining us. Now, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited is pushing for continued investments in digital technologies as tools to drive sustainable growth in the energy sector. Group Chief Executive Officer of the energy company, Bayo Ojulari, told participants at the 2025 Olebri Lecture Series and Energy Forum held in Abuja that new technologies are redefining the entire energy value chain.
The 2025 edition of OLEF, which is the ninth in the series, has as its theme, Driving Energy Sustainability Through Technology, Policy and Supply Chain Excellence. It is an annual event to commemorate the first commercial discovery of oil in Nigeria in 1956 at Oloibiri, Bayelsa State. Mr. Bayo Ojulari, NNPC Limited's GCEO, joined other industry leaders, policymakers and business stakeholders at the event to discuss strategies to achieving a resilient energy landscape. Represented by Mr. Udi Ntia, Executive Vice President Upstream, the GCEO, in a keynote address on industry operations, said that NNPC Limited has embraced digital transformation as an operational imperative towards driving value and operational resilience in line with current and emerging realities of the global energy landscape.
At NNPC Limited, we have embraced digital transformation not as a buzzword, but as an operational imperative. Digitization, automation, artificial intelligence, and advanced analytics are redefining the entire energy value chain. When I was on the other side of the aisle working for ExxonMobil a couple decades and then crossing over to NNPC and seeing the focus on technology, partnership across the aisle from everybody, the vendors, the consultants, everybody is really putting wood on wood pile to see how we can rise to the challenge of become a dominant player in the space. I believe it's possible.
To improve asset reliability, lower operation costs, and reduce greenhouse gas effects globally, the GCEO stated that upstream oil and gas companies were expected to invest more than $30 billion in digital technologies in 2025. On energy transition, Mr. Ojulari said it is a global necessity, but its pathways must be shaped by local realities as Africa cannot afford a transition that leaves its people in the dark.
In alignment with Nigeria's energy transition plan, which seeks to achieve net zero emissions by 2060, NNPC Limited has initiated several gas-led transition programs, including the expansion of our autogas program, targeting over 1 million vehicles through 2026. The completion of critical backbone infrastructure such as the AKK pipeline, which is over 72% complete as we speak, first quarter 2025, and also the planned integration of green hydrogen feasibility studies into long-term strategy.
The OLEF Annual Lecture Series is a platform for policymakers and stakeholders to engage in discussions, share insights, and collaboratively shape a path toward a more secure, resilient, and economically stable future for Nigeria's oil and gas industry.
In a significant move to advance education among the youths, NNPC Limited has donated 25,000 science, technology, engineering, and mathematics books and shelves to 25 secondary schools across the country. The initiative, flagged off in Abuja, reflects NNPC's commitment to foster innovation and nurture the next generation of scientists and engineers who will drive Nigeria's technology and economic growth.
Students, teachers, management and staff of School for the Gifted in Gwagwalada, Abuja, welcoming the team from the NNPC Foundation at a ceremony signaling the commencement of an initiative that will empower the leaders of tomorrow. At the unveiling and handover event, the School for the Gifted Gwagwalada, Abuja, received 1,000 science, technology, engineering and mathematics STEM books and shelves. The Managing Director of NNPC Foundation, Mrs. Emanuela Arukwe, emphasized NNPC Limited's commitment to supporting schools with relevant learning tools to drive Nigeria's innovation and technological growth.
We want to empower the young people, and education is a very stable tool for empowerment, especially the right education, which STEM brings on board. STEM is the way to go all worldwide. If you want to have technological advancement, you need to have the sciences. You need to have people very vast in science, very vast in technology, engineering, mathematics. So that's what it is. If you want to go to most places, if you want to do a lot of things, go to NASA. These are the background things you require. And yes, I understand it's also good to have we need to have the laptop and all that, but it's important that we instill that reading culture, because when people read, they can think faster.
The students, who are direct beneficiaries of this donation, are optimistic of performing better in their education with access to these books.
As a student, I've seen firsthand how much the science students struggle with the STEM subjects, maths, biology, physics, chemistry. So this is quite a huge help. They're one of the most feared subjects, and with the help of this library, we're able to fall in love with reading, studying, learning more about the STEM subjects.
The books were very well picked out. They're very detailed with different topics. It was just a big wow. NNPC, thank you so much.
These generations are yet to even come into the school, because these books are going to stay for a very long time here. I think people that their parents will not be able to provide for them, will not be able to get books for them, is going to actually help them to at least enjoy what other students who are more privileged than them are enjoying. They'll be able to read and they won't have excuses. We'll have access to assignments. To NNPC Limited, I would really like to say that I'm very grateful. The school as in general, on behalf of the students, I would say that we are very grateful. We are happy. The school management is happy. This is going to help us. So I think you guys have really done a great work for us. Thank you.
I'm really glad. I'm excited because even if I'm not a science student, mathematics is included among the books that were supplied to us. At least I can gain one or two things from them. And I'll not only talk on behalf of myself. I'm the head girl of the school, so on behalf of my other science students, I'm sure they are really glad and very happy, because something like this is very miraculous. We didn't even expect it, and we are very glad. Thank you to NNPC Limited for choosing our school to be among those that books will be donated to. Our library now, I'm sure it's full, and people will love to come see the new books that have been brought, like when our SS1s and 2s come after the extension. It's really nice.
The management of the school thanked the NNPC Foundation for its kind gesture, stressing that the donated books will go a long way in providing the students with needed tools for learning.
I'm so overwhelmed, and of course the entire community of School for the Gifted, we are happy, and we are privileged to be part of this honor. The textbook given to us cut across all sciences, and as the name implies, School for the Gifted, these are hyperactive students, and I want to assure you that they are going to make the maximum use of these textbooks. Bringing textbook for us is going to instill in them the idea of you have to study hard before you go into AI, because this culture of no reading is diluting from the students. So with the coming of NNPC Foundation, by supplying all this textbook, I think it will go a long way by instilling that culture back into their minds.
NNPC Foundation is donating 25,000 STEM books and shelves to 25 secondary schools across the country, with each school receiving 1,000 books and shelves. Through this initiative, NNPC Limited aims to build a passion for discovery and problem-solving in students, encouraging them to pursue careers in STEM fields. By investing in the education of young minds and equipping schools with essential resources, NNPC Limited is not only bridging existing educational gap, but is also paving way for a brighter future for the country.
You're watching Energy and You. We'll take a moment here, but when we return, NNPC Limited offers free eye surgery to 6,000 Nigerians. Details shortly. Stay with us.
We are the dynamic global energy company of choice, steering the course of Nigeria's biggest export industry. With years of commitment, delivering greater value and improving lives, NNPC is transformed to better meet your everyday energy needs as the largest contributor to the Nigerian economy, generating clean, sustainable energy with integrity, excellence, and creating value for all stakeholders.
Energy for today, energy for tomorrow, energy for tomorrow. Come on, let's go.
You're still watching Energy and You. Now, about 6,000 Nigerians are benefiting from the free eye screening, cataract extraction surgeries, and eye care intervention program put together by NNPC Limited. The ongoing program is reaching out to citizens across all the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. Here's a report on how the program went in Abia State, southeast Nigeria.
Meet Blessing Mbago, a resident of Abia State who has struggled with poor vision that has made reading a challenge. Thanks to NNPC Foundation and its team of ophthalmologists who have come to offer free screening, cataract extraction surgeries, and other eye care services for at least 1,000 beneficiaries in the southeast.
For a long time now, I have been having that fear in me that I have cataract. But with the examination being done to me this morning, I've come to understand that I don't have cataract, but I need glasses to help me to read.
Aside Abia State, this intervention is simultaneously happening in Anambra, Ebonyi, and Imo states at various designated hospitals and diagnostic centers.
I'm here because of the cataracts I have in my eye. So I heard about medical procedure. Of course, when someone provides something of value to you, it's appreciation. You say thank you.
I heard that there is free medical care about eye because I'm having eye problem always. So that's the reason why I come here.
They say that I've been booked for operation. That I'm booked for operation to come on either on Monday. That I should come on Monday for operation. I'm very happy that NNPC is doing such thing free for the poor masses that are suffering.
For NNPC Foundation, this initiative aims to restore sight and provide Nigerians with healthy vision, empowering them to contribute to nation building. The medical outreach is also going on in batches across the 6 geopolitical zones.
First come, first serve, and it's completely free. So if anybody corners you to collect money, please raise alarm. We are making sure that everybody, especially the poor, who do not have anybody to help them, gets this in a program.
More appreciation came from leaders of Abia State, including the representatives of Governor Alex Otti and the traditional rulers. They praised NNPC Limited for the medical outreach, emphasizing the importance of healthy vision and reducing preventable eye diseases.
Today, what we want to do is to pick those that are ready for the cataract surgery, glaucoma surgery, pterygium surgery, any surgery at all that will make you begin to see well. Yes. Do we understand?
Ejimaha ndị Abia State na ndị lebere ebe a na-ekele ndị NNPC mgbe a na-akpọrọ ha Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation ma ugbu a ha na-azazi Nigerian National Petroleum Company nke ọ bụla ha na-aza anyị kelere ha maka ụdị ihe ha bịara ime taa Una no ime cataract surgery with 200,000. My name here 1,000 people. So ana say kele de kwara ha. Ndo were sa gbara nyere wata ji awon ga yekwa mbazo o ji egwu okwa ya. So onye ga agba unu ume.
For residents like Blessing Mbagu, who accessed the free eye care services, NNPC Limited's continued medical interventions across Nigeria demonstrates its unwavering commitment to giving back to society and improving the lives of Nigerians.
Nigeria's gas sector continues to play a pivotal role in driving industrial growth, economic diversification, and sustainability. In an exclusive interview, the Managing Director of NNPC Gas Marketing Limited, Justin Eziala, sheds light on the company's strategic role in Nigeria's industrial sector, its contributions to the gas value chain, and its commitment to sustainability, partnerships, and collaborations, as well as the impact of the Decade of Gas initiative and the company's vision for the future.
Nigeria's gas sector is a key driver of industrial growth, energy security, and economic sustainability. At the heart of this transformation is NNPC Gas Marketing Limited, NGML, which plays a crucial role in harnessing its potential for national development. But how exactly is the company contributing to Nigeria's industrial growth? Let's hear from the Managing Director.
We have a portfolio mix that we can use to provide every type of support for whatever issues they have. So the main thing we sell to them is that our gas is accessible, is affordable, and we're always available to all the industries. So we've become a place of choice for most of these big industries. Dangote for one, Sonic for that. A few other ones under negotiation, and next couple of weeks we'll announce some more groundbreaking partnerships with bigger companies. So what we've done is that we've gone into the market. We've now started running the government's programs on auto CNG. We are beginning to build stations that people can go and convert their cars to gas-powered CNG. We also have a lot of stations where people can fuel up. We have many partners that we are working with as we go down the chain. NIPCO, quite a lot of them, and NNPC Retail, also our sister company and partner. The idea is to develop a chain of stations that people can easily go and convert their cars. Secondly, when you look at us as a market also, the industry needs to have a reliable partner that can come to. Gas is used for so many things. I mean, for me and you, it's just to power lights, gas turbines, but some people use it as a fuel for generators. Some other people use it for fertilizers, raw materials, and all that. So we begin to deepen our footprints all over the country. And the idea is that people should, when they hear NNPC, they think of two things: oil, gas, right? Oil, gas. And when they are talking of even petrol, they look at NNPC Retail as a brand. That's all they know. When they talk of gas, we want to be able to provide not just their wants, but satisfy their needs. When you talk about sustainability, what we try to do is to do a lot of integration. We look at our business and see how sustainable it is in the long run. There's a lot of current talk about carbon emissions. We've developed decarbonization programs, and we're able to also make sure that our business in long term is sustainable. For gas to remain the future of energy in Nigeria, people must have trust in it. And not only trust in people who are putting money in the business, must also be sure that we are environmentally friendly, we are responsible, and also open to our responsibilities to the environment and to the people. You can't talk about NGML without talking about our sister company, currently called NGIC. We were carved out of them about 4 years ago, and the idea is basically to focus on gas marketing, while our sister company focuses on gas transportation. But right now, our sister company is the company that provides transportation needs for us. So without them, we wouldn't even be. So they provide us that critical support that we need to be able to ride on the backbone infrastructure that they have, and then tee off to our respective customers. And then for our sister companies like NGPIC that are purely looking at power, they invest in power infrastructure. We think that we should also be able to integrate the entire business where we're able to supply all the gas needs they have for their power plants and, just secure that aspect, give them reliable power, a reliable gas supply that is also affordable. That's actually what we preach to the market. So we need to work with them to be able to deliver on our promise to the better part of Nigeria that we are here for the long haul.
He shed light on the Decade of Gas initiative and the future of energy supply.
And the idea is to drive the usage of gas. We have a lot of gas. People used to think that, describe us as a country of oil. But right now, in the next few years, we're going to be a gas country dominated by gas. And then what we're looking at is where the government comes up with fiscal policies for people who just want to invest in gas. Initially, gas was thought of as a nuisance from oil production. But in the future, with the way things are going, oil could become, a nuisance. Then people are focused on clean energy. We still have some way to go with that. So the present initiative works with us. We run our affairs in collaboration with them. And one of the things that has come up recently is the issue of safety. For Nigerians to have confidence in CNG and auto CNG and the ideals of the government and the plans, they need to be sure that it's a safe form of gas to use. And what we have done primarily with our partners, working with the presidential CNG team, is that we are going to the market and talking to people about CNG. CNG is safe. It's the safest thing anybody can use, safer than petrol, safer than diesel. It is just safe. The only thing that we need to do is to drop guidelines on its usage. One is on the cylinders. The cylinders have to be standardized. So a lot of people have to do some work, Standard Organization of Nigeria and everything. We need to set up the conversion centers, make sure that only those who are trained to convert can convert. And at the end of the day, there has to be sanctions for people who are trying to meddle into the business without going through the full process of regulation. So there's a lot of regulation there. Recently, the National Assembly held a hearing on CNG and safety. And the consensus there was that it is a safe form of gas to use. People just need to be educated and people need to do the right thing. We don't look at ourselves as just marketing gas. We look at ourselves as providing the gas solution to provide energy, not only for yesterday, for today, and for tomorrow. So in the future, we'll look at a situation where we see our company playing the critical dominant role, where we're able to supply clean energy, clean gas. And when we talk about supplying gas, to most people, it's not just about the supply. It is about the availability and affordability. And because we have a critical mass of gas suppliers, a portfolio, we're able to provide the different solutions for different sectors. You have the people who use the gas just for power, who use it for different feedstocks. All these customers, even for the textile industries, we are there for everyone. So I see ourselves that in the future we're going to be probably the dominant domestic market of gas, providing the cleanest form of energy and satisfying the greater number of people.
He further highlighted the company's corporate social responsibility, CSR activities, and the future of gas in the company.
We're only as good a company as how our host communities perceive us. So in the recent past, since I've been here, we've done hospital projects, we've equipped cottage hospitals in several of the communities, we've built schools, we've renovated libraries, we've donated we've done street lights, we've done different road projects and as part of CSR. But most importantly, we have empowered the people to earn money. So we do community trainings. We focus on the women. We do particular trainings tailored at the women. We look at the girl child. We have programs that are tailored there. We look at the young people. So you have different offerings where they learn a skill, and not only learning the skill. After the skill, we now give them the materials they need to start. You provide them for those who want to be videographers, or provide them the items they need, the cameras, the drones, and then those who want to be caterers, we provide them the ovens, the bakeries, whatever they need. So we've used that, and I think it's worked well for us. We have an open communication. What I would say is that it's become so dynamic that the future of energy in Nigeria is something all of us must be interested in. And Nigeria is moving purely from the old ways of doing things, relying on fossil fuel, to relying on cleaner fuel. And there are catalysts that will drive that. We consider ourselves a catalyst because our main duty is to market gas. And when you're marketing gas, you're marketing the cleanest form of energy, the cheapest form of energy, and the most accessible form of energy. We will continue to be there to play that role that you've always believed we can play. We will provide you gas that is cheap, that is affordable, and that is always available when you need it. The essence of why we maintain a robust portfolio is that we have a gas mix. If one producer is having a problem, we'll call in the other one. Not many competitors have that advantage that we have. So the future of energy supply in Nigeria will revolve around NNPC Gas Marketing Limited. You can quote me.
It's now time for a summary of some trending international energy news for the week. Oil prices edged up on Monday after Chinese data showed a sharp rebound in crude import in March, although there are concerns that the escalating trade war between the United States and China will weaken global economic growth and dent fuel demand. Brent crude futures gained 6 cents to $64.82 a barrel. Meanwhile, China's crude oil import in March rebounded sharply from the previous 2 months and were up nearly 5% from a year earlier. Data shows this was boosted by a surge in Iranian oil and a rebound in Russian oil deliveries. March imports totaled 51.41 million metric tons, equivalent to 12.1 million barrels per day, the highest since August 2023. Walcott Group, a prominent Nigerian energy company, has signed a production sharing contract with the Angolan National Agency for Petroleum, Gas and Biofuels. The agreement signed last week followed the company's successful bid for 3 oil blocks in a competitive international licensing round, marking a significant step in its mission to expand its footprint across Africa's high-potential energy basins. The signing ceremony held in Luanda saw the founder and president of Walcott Group, Christopher Ezia, ink the deal alongside ANPG's executive administrator, Alcides Andrade. And that's the show tonight. Thanks for joining us as always. If you missed any part of the show or previous episodes, you can catch up by scanning the QR code on your screen now. Remember to follow us on all our social media handles to get updates of all the activities of NNPC Limited. I'm Egosa Egumbo. We'll see you again.